shooting long gas, don't be no brakes. I'm in the lane, about to make things shake. I'm going straight to the rack, no time to attack. Gotta show the whole world I'm great. Let me tell them what they all gon' see. Game on the line, know it's all on me. I know if we lose, it'll fall on me. So hand down, man down, hold that 3. I'm automatic, you getting served. Too much of magic, too much of bird, too much of...
In Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Hornets. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. The Timberwolves looking for a strong start to this road trip.
And guys, this is what I call one of those boomerang road trips. I mean, it's not long, but they'll have a chance to get some things done.
Yeah, it's an easy trip to get up for because you know you'll be back home shortly. As you said, boomerang is the perfect phrase for it. You don't have to worry about setting the tone for a long stretch of games away from your own building.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And tonight, Clark, a good look at some of the best up-and-coming talent in the NBA.
Certainly a glimpse into the future. Each of these teams should be a factor for several years to come. They've got some dynamic and electric young players on the court today.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Good on the triple. Vucevic has got the first basket of the game for the Hornets.
Well, it's been a work in progress, but it actually has paid dividends. Vucevic has worked hard to become a legitimate three-point shooter.
And the shot goes down.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
It's Thomas on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Deflects the pass from deep three-point land. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
Yeah, that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of it.
Inside, Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
Here's Gafford. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Charlotte moving it around to the inside. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Irving from long range. Hachimura grabs the miss. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. Pass to Vucevic. To the right side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hachimura. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Irving. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. Here's Gasol. Here's Gafford. And he goes big with the dunk right over Rui Hachimura.
Oh,
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And Gafford throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Back to Irving. Screen by Gafford. In the corner, Smart with it. And here's Gasol outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Charlotte leading by 3. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Fontecchio. To the wing on the left. Outside Thomas. Another shot. And Vucevic with the layup. 9 points for Vucevic.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Irving with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Sasser. Pass to Christopher. Down low. Gasol with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Here's Christie. Hits it from three-point range.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
It's good. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good, absolutely, virtually impossible.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Hornets lead by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
The Timberwolves. 9.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. For Hornets coach Steve Clifford, the key is defense. He says trying to outscore other teams doesn't work. You have to do the things that take effort, like rebounding, getting loose balls, and putting your body on the line. You've got to build a game that'll actually work at the end of the year when you play the important games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, DA, our thanks to you.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Basketball. Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Charlotte leading by 6. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, a 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
Great. Isn't it amazing the way Gilgeous-Alexander has polished off his game?
The footwork, Kevin, is impeccable. 3-level scorer, makes every shot imaginable. And what's scary, this guy still has another level to get to.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Now here's Irving, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got 8 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Here's Adams. The kick out to Irving. Screen by Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Latrey. No good on that one. Charlotte leading by 7. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with the rebound.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
The kick out to Irving. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Adams. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it isn't. There's some gray area, obviously, and it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
Timberwolves trail by 8. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
You got to appreciate Kyrie Irving's court awareness, outstanding, finding open teammates.
It's stolen by Adams. Launches a 3. And Vucevic pulls it down.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA, Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
Clark, last season, Minnesota's talent was undeniable, but the results weren't there.
You know what, Kevin? They just had trouble puzzling all the pieces together. I mean, this season wasn't a failure by any means, but the outcome didn't match the high expectation.
And a solid shooter from mid-range, Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Pass to Gasol. Back to Irving. Launches it from deep. And Marc Gasol good for 3. Gasol's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Hachimura with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Charlotte again with the bucket. 12 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Irving. Pass to Gasol. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And it's Irving with the ball for Minnesota. 8-point game. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Gasol. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Gasol's got the first basket of the second half here for Minnesota. Here's Hachimura. Here's Duran. Rebounded by Gafford. Timberwolves trailed by 6. Smart on the wing. Outside, Gasol. Over Thomas. Gasol, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Irving with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Pass to Gasol. From deep. Gasol can't get that one to fall. Charlotte leading by 6. Shots good by Duren.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Outside, Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Gasol's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Gasol a screen. Fade away. Count that one. Gasol's got 7 now in this quarter.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Duren, no good. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Here's Irving. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now here's Irving. He's got 10. Outside, Gasol. Here's Gafford. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Irving. 5 to shoot. Gasol. Yep, that one goes in there. And 12 points for Marc Gasol.
And excellent production tonight from Gasol. His numbers being called, and he is not disappointed.
And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Irving. Both teams deciding to change it up. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Pass to Gasol. Gasol is double.
And there aren't too many big men more dependable than Gasol. He's a skilled passer who can operate out of that high post, but also give you a little rim protection if you need it.
Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. No one covering. And the Hornets lead by 7.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Smart goes in. Pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Gafford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. The 2023 season, Clark, certainly wasn't all Charlotte had hoped for coming into that year.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, injury struggles and a number of other factors just kind of accumulated. You know, they did keep fighting pretty much until the end, and they deserve a lot of credit for that, even though they knew they'd missed the postseason.
Now Kuminga, after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to Wiggins. From the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses the glass on the lane. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And so it's Charlotte bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Hornets leading by 7. Hachimura, the screen. Right wing. Pass to Vucevic. To the paint. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Number 24.
Outside Irving. Cans it from downtown.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
They set the screen. Here's Hachimura. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Adams. Pass to Irving. Minnesota calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do, guys.
Thanks, David. And the Hornets call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team, while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets. 3-point lead. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Pass to Gafford. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. So it's the Hornets now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Down low. Vucevic.
Now that is a terrific cut to the basket by Vucevic. I mean, really excelling in the pick and roll set.
Outside Gasol. Screen by Gafford. Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now O'Neal. Pass to Gasol. Here's Gafford. Vucevic with the block.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Back to Hachimura. The three. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Here's Wesley. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Vucevic. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Outside, O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good from the top of the key.
Boy, Gasol with a punishing pick that time.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Personal foul.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. Screen by Gafford. Here's Smart. And the layup's good off the glass. Smart's got his first 2 points.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
And they just didn't have enough to overcome this deficit. Chalk up this game as a fantastic victory for the Hornets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
They get it again. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 5 on the clock. Picked by Vucevic. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. And the Hornets lead by 14.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started